Good morning, students. Today I am going to start my fourth lecture on the topic Interior of the Earth. So now today I am going to discuss with you about the structure of the Earth. So you can see very well in this diagram. It is before you. So in diagram you can see it is crust, mantle. Mantle is divided to upper and lower mantle, then outer core and inner core. What are gases are released, it is also given here. Magnesium oxide है, cystotive, and this outer core of this earth, it is totally liquid due to high temperature. Temperature also we have discussed about 5000 to 100 degree centigrade. So now I am going to explain you this one structure of the earth. The earth's interior has been divided into three main layers: crust, mantle and core. So first of all we will discuss about the crust. It is the outermost layer of the earth which is very thin as compared to other layers. The thickness of the crust varies under the oceanic and continental areas. Oceanic crust is thinner as compared to the continental crust. So oceanic crust is thinner. Oceanic crust is 5 km whereas continental crust is 30 km. In Himalayan region it is 70 km thick. It is a solid layer of the earth which is composed of rocks, and rocks having density of 3 gravitation per cubic centimeter. It is found in the oceanic crust is basalt. P waves means primary waves travel at a velocity of about 6 km per second at the surface, which increases to about 7 km per second at the crust. The surface of the sudden change in velocity separates the crust from the mantle, and it is known as Maho discontinuity. So this Maho discontinuity, it is asked in your PSC exams, so you should know about it. What is Maho discontinuity? Because Maho is named after Yugoslavic seismologist. He was a seismologist who discovered this, who recognized it after his study of earthquake waves of Kulpa Valley in Croatia in the year 1909. So I think, have you understood this Maho discontinuity? Maho discontinuity, after this mantle has started. Now second, it is the mantle. The mantle extends from Maho's discontinuity. So till Maho's discontinuity, what is there? The upper layer, the crust, and after Maho's discontinuity, the mantle starts. The mantle extends from Maho's discontinuity to a depth of 2900 km. The upper portion of mantle is called asthenosphere. It is the main source of magma, because asthenosphere by nature it is weak, so very well magma appears there. The deepest of the earthquakes have their origin within this zone. It has density higher than the crust, but its density is higher than the crust, 3.4 g cubic centimeter. The earth and the uppermost part of the mantle are called lithosphere. The crust and the upper mantle part. So this mantle, it is divided into two, upper mantle and lower mantle. So upper mantle and crust together we call it lithosphere. The mantle is separated from the core of the earth by another discontinuity. So now here is another discontinuity by which this mantle is separated from the core by another discontinuity. What is the name of that discontinuity? It is called Oldham, because Oldham has discovered it, which lies at the depth of above 2900 km. So it lies exactly at 2900 km. There we find which layer? Oldham. The core. Now third, last one, it is core. Core is also divided into two, the outer core and inner core. The outer core is totally liquid form, and inner core it is behaves like solid due to high pressure around it. The core, outer core is liquid in state, while the inner core it is in solid state. The core is made up of dense heavy metallic substances with a predominance of nickel and iron. Which heavy materials are metallic substances are found here? Iron and nickel. Density is about 13 G per cubic centimeter. It is referred to as the knife. We refer it as knife layer. So knife layer it is also called, it is metallic core. Temperature in the inner core is about 5200 degrees Celsius. Can you imagine this temperature? Pressure is 3.6 million atmosphere. The inner core behaves like solid. It behaves like solid due to excessive pressure of the surrounding layers. Now next topic it is volcanoes. Volcanoes, today I will give you only the introduction. In my next lecture I will discuss about volcanoes. So volcanoes, a volcano is an opening in the crust of the earth connected by a conduit to an underlying magma chamber. Conduit is a common opening where all fissures they open, through which molten lava, volcanic gases, steam and pyroclastic material is ejected. The narrow opening of a volcano is called a vent. So the narrow opening it is called vent. The upper part of the vent, narrow opening, it is called vent from where it appears on the crust, and its vent's upper part it is called crater, and it is like saucer in shape. This diagram I will provide you in my next lecture, all the diagrams of volcanoes, because in my next lecture I will explain you about types of volcanoes. The layers below the solid crust is mantle. It has higher density than that of the crust. Volcanic bombs, ash, dust and gases such as nitrogen compounds, sulfur, carbon monoxide and minor amounts of chlorine, ammonium chloride. The mantle contains weaker zone called asthenosphere. So mantle it contains the asthenosphere. It is a weaker zone where magma appears easily. It is from this that the molten rock material finds their way to the surface. Magma ejected during volcanic activities. It is deposited on the surface and it is called lava. So that's all for today. Another diagram also I am going to provide you of the earth structure. It is circle in shape. So this also you can study with this diagram. It is very well, it is shown here, all the layers of the earth. Okay, thank you.